Dakshinayan is an organization at all India level, which Goa also has a branch of it. Ganesh Devi is our national president. And it's a forum of writers, intellectuals, journalists, social activists. We have sent a letter to the President of India, who is visiting Goa today on 19 December, basically to launch a year-long celebration of Goa government of basically 60 years of Goa liberation. And we have requested him to highlight the role played by, a very brave role played by India's first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru, in liberating Goa. Precisely because the leaders of BJP government, time and again, whether it was Manohar Parrikar, whether it was Prakash Javadekar, whether it was Shivraj Singh Chauhan, or recently Chief Minister of Goa, Dr. Pramod Sawant, have been repeatedly bashing Nehru, saying that the Goa liberation got delayed by 14 years only because of false policies of Nehru, which is not a fact. The real fact is that we got liberated because of the way diplomatically Nehru fought a battle at international level to liberate Goa, the way he fought that battle. It looks like Goa is a very small place. Nehru always said it's a pimple on the face of India. But that small place got liberated in 61 because it was a battle in United Nations organization, between the African Asian countries, including Russia, which was on the side of India, and USA and the rest of the Western Bloc, which was supporting Portugal. And Portugal just refused to go, like French also went. They refused to leave India. On the contrary, because had a Article 173 said basically to decolonize all the nations and self-governance. At that time, Portugal amended its constitution and said that Goa, Daman, Diu, Dadra, Nagar Haveli are all overseas colonies. They are not our colonies, they are provinces, and they are as Portuguese as Lisbon is. So much they said. And America was supporting it, and Portugal even went to NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, which is a military organization basically, which America was supporting and building up Europe. They were giving military support. So it had become sort of a battleground between the East and the West, almost a battleground in the name of Goa. And Nehru said that he will not use a military force or will not get into a war, but he will follow the Gandhian path, which he wanted to establish. It was just a beginning soon after the independence of India. He wanted to establish that through peaceful means such kind of problems can be resolved. And that's why it took so long, and finally Portugal went to court, international court, in 1955. But before that, Nehru took very firm steps. Nehru, right from the beginning, he said that Portugal just can't stay in India. French people can't stay in India. And French people heard what he said, and they agreed to the plebiscite also. Portugal refused. And because they refused, and then when the Satyagrahis also entered Goa, they literally killed almost 49 people. And when this happened on 15th August 1955, almost 3,000 people Satyagrahis had entered from all the borders, and 49 people were killed in Goa, Daman and Diu. Nehru immediately imposed economic blockade and blocked all the basically the goods which were going to Goa. Economic blockade. He withdrew his Indian consulate from Goa, and also told the Portuguese consulates to leave India from Madras, Calcutta and Bombay. And he was very firm on it. And finally, when in 1955 Portugal went to court, and they wanted a passage because Dadra and Nagar Haveli were liberated by that time by the freedom fighters, and Daman was on the other side. So they wanted to take goods, people and army to Dadra and Nagar Haveli through India. So taking that as an excuse, they filed a case that they want a passage. And finally in 1960 that verdict was given, where court said that yes, you can use the passage but only for private people from Daman to Nagar Haveli, neither goods nor military. And Nehru said that we want Goa to be liberated because this NATO group has a plan of using Goa as a military base for them, through which they want to again conquer India, as well as they want to keep it under their control, the whole belt of Asia as well as Africa. So Goa had become that important, for which he had to fight a battle at international level. And after 1960, Nehru went offensive because Portugal was refusing again and again. He went offensive, and he announced in August in the parliament, in August 1961, he announced that military action in Goa cannot be ruled out. And after that, the whole thing started. Then Portuguese became panicked. Portuguese went to England for help. They refused. Then they went to America. America tried to pacify Nehru, and Mr. Galbraith, who was the ambassador of America in India, kept on going to Nehru, and Nehru said, let's see, and very diplomatically he handled it. And secretly the plan was made from August by Nehru and V.K. Krishna Menon. Many people are saying that V.K. Krishna Menon sent army to Goa without the knowledge of Nehru, because Nehru was opposed to using army. All kind of rumors are spread. So, basically to demonize Nehru. So Nehru was very adamant on that, and then there was a conference held in Delhi and Bombay in November of African and Asian countries who were under Portuguese, basically on Portuguese colonization, where it started in Delhi on 21st November, and on 23rd on Chowpatty in Bombay there was a public meeting which was attended by 50,000 people at that time. And Nehru again in that meeting said that military action cannot be ruled out. And after that, which Morarji Desai has written in his memoir, who was a finance minister at that time, that they came to know in November that the army is being sent in Belgaum camp to fight, to liberate Goa. And he asked, and Nehru said yes. Morarji Desai says that I opposed it, but he said I was alone. Nobody was supporting me because everybody was for army action. And here people are saying that Nehru was against this, Nehru didn't play any role, Nehru did not send army, he was not part of it. All such kind of rumors are being spread just to demonize Nehru. So finally Nehru sent it, and we got liberated on 19 December. And that was also very peacefully. There was no blood shed, without any bloodshed, which the Western press criticized Nehru even for that action, saying that in the name of Gandhi and in the name of peace, you are having a army action and all. But finally, Portuguese tried to bring army, more force by air, by boat also, by ship. One ship was coming through Suez Canal, and Egypt stopped it because Egypt was part of and the African Asian countries were on the side of India at that time. So at international level, these things were very important. Otherwise, America, Western countries could have come together, and there could have been war kind of situation also. So Goa is just not Goa. Goa had become Nehru's first international battle which he won. Before that there was Kashmir, no doubt. But Kashmir's issue is still today not solved. But Nehru won this battle. So Goa is not just Goa liberation. It is a international level battle for India, and it was international level battle for Africa, Asia versus Europe and America.